Wow, what a day for SOS Limited. As the moment I'm recording this video, it is up 25%. And intraday, it was even going higher all the way to 32%. So what in the heck? What the world is happening with SOS? Because as you look at the whole market as a whole, all major indexes are down. At some point, everything was closer to 1%. The Dow Jones is losing 2%, NASDAQ down. The Russell, the VIX is up. But more importantly, crypto is kind of, not that big in the red, but retreating a little bit. But how come we do have SOS Limited being, is this shorts covering? I believe so. Why? Because we do have this information that just came in this morning, and I believe this is what kind of spooked some of the short sellers and getting them to start covering. The DOJ targets spoofing and scalping in short seller investigation. There were search warrants handed out to few people like this guy, Carson Block, behind Muddy Waters, and an FBI agent actually sees some of the computers and trading records to see exactly what these guys were doing in the using something that is illegal when it comes to how the short sellers may have been colluding with the research companies. Remember when Citron Research or Hindenburg or whoever lawyers, put out a short report for SOS Limited saying this company is fake, the numbers and the balance sheet is just fake. They're just here to take money from investors, blah, 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 blah. Well, it turns out it wasn't true, because if SOS Limited actually was just getting some new legal, approval into doing business in the US and in Canada. All right. So given that, the DOJ started a huge probe investigation into what the short sellers' tactics are. Federal prosecutors are investigating whether short sellers conspired to drive down stock prices by sharing damaging research reports ahead of time and engaging in illegal trading tactics. People familiar with the matter said. So they use spoofing, which is really an illegal ploy that involves flooding the market with fake orders. All right. And another one is scalping, when they don't disclose exactly what they are, when they cover, or even when they are short a specific stock. All right. So given that the DOJ is working hand in hand with the SEC, and this is coming straight from the White House committee, actually looking at a potential risk that hedge funds can pose to the stability of financial markets, especially given the market conditions in 2022. So that being said, this is going to be something that will change a lot of price action into a lot of stocks in this US market, because bunch of these stocks were highly shorted just because of these short reports that allegedly are working with the short sellers. And they do that, and they bring the share price down with short attacks, pretty much by, I buy you at 10 and then you sell me at 9, and I buy at 8 and then you sell me at 7, hence pushing the share price even further down. So based on this, I guess some of these short sellers got scared and started covering their positions, and it went all the way to, I think, 96 cents intraday. Of course, you do have day traders, swing traders will chase this pump, of course. And I believe what we're seeing here as a pullback is nothing but maybe a profit taking. But definitely this can also be, it's definitely beneficial. A couple of days after the company disclosed that the New York Stock Exchange noticed them on, the 6 months probation, because for the last month or so, the share price have been trading below $1. This is legal, standard procedure on the New York Stock Exchange. So maybe they will do a reverse split. I don't know. Maybe they will have some new investors. Maybe I don't know. They will always find a way if by then the share price is not higher than $1 a share. So this will ultimately, according to my personal opinion, bring some additional buying pressure, especially given the fact that when you look at the 13F filings, bunch of companies, bunch of hedge funds are loading up into this stock. Why? Because behind closed doors, all these billionaires know exactly what is coming, what is at stakes, especially when it comes to these huge short sellers getting served search warrant, and definitely they will find something that is not legal and will be the beginning of the end for the aggressive short selling tactics into the market. So definitely look out for SOS to maybe potentially in the next weeks or next month continue to gain on this momentum, especially if the price of Bitcoin remain as high. Continue to recover from the winter, the crypto winter we had so far since the beginning of this year. So that will end this video. Let me know in the comment section what you think, and I'll see you in the next one, folks.